How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. I'm currently in New Hampshire on my cousin's system. Shout out to Monkey and the Goat. Fantastic bean. I'm so excited that we're going into the second half of this summer series. If you don't know, and welcome in everybody from Marcus's raid. We are in our off season right now, where I hand the DM reins over to, in this case, Ben, and on Thursday's case, Offbeat Outlaw, to run some summer series. While it gives me time to kind of recap and scheme and stuff like that. I'm very excited. All sorts of awesome stuff coming up. But if you want to get caught up on this show, the prequel, the story before, I guess might be the term to use. You can head over to the YouTube long shot, where you can see previous summer series, current summer series, current campaigns, previous campaigns. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of hours of content on that YouTube channel, and we just hit partner. I would love if you guys went and go watch some of that stuff so I can get a little bit of ad revenue. It'd be amazing. And what else? With Gen Con coming up, me and Ben are going to be doing a panel called The Do's and Don'ts of DMing. As well as running a game with Quincy and a couple of other amazing creators over there. You can find more info on that on the website and on the Discord. Speaking of Discord, we have one. It's great. You can head on over there and see some fantastic memes. It's a beautiful community of wholesome and chaotic beans, and most importantly, we got bingo. Our bingo goes hard. Everyone is really into the D&D bingo, where there are various things that we do in game. And I don't think we've had anyone. I think we've always had at least one victory per episode on D&D bingo. That's it for now. Let me give it over to Ben.
Hello. Hi. My name is Ben Brainard. I am excited to be running this. I'm at the tail end of 2 straight weeks of just go. VidCon happened last weekend and 2 weekends ago. This past week. VidCon happened recently.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people at my house over. I don't think I've had this morning was the first time I woke up and it was just me and my roommate in the house in the past 2 full weeks.
Wow.
So I'm getting over a little bit of con crud and also what happens when you push your body a lot. I have a little stuffy nose and an occasional cough, but otherwise I'm good to go. I'm gonna read off a little recap, and then we're going to meet our players. This is Rise of the Planewalker, Episode 5. The one where the gang finds out. Part 1. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Well.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the gang finished up at the county fair and drove their 1995 Chevy Astra van into the thick of it. They had a battle with the devil's accomplice, aka Humidity, and then met a constable that was totally not based on a guy from Florida. Then they met everyone from the South, the rural South specifically, which of course means the party met people who did not want to be bothered, did not hide that fact, most certainly will say bad things about the party after they leave, and yet still offered to fix their car and give them food. All in all, not a bad day. Thus began the party's Grand Floridian vacation. They ate weird fish, saw invasive species, rode on an airboat, and fought a snake that was way too big for anyone to be okay with. After fighting the snake, they closed the planar rift, Chester put on a couple pounds, and the party met their first Hispanic abuelita. The party met a vaguely evil, disembodied voice that told them they needed to eat more. I get them confused sometimes. Which brings us to now. So let's meet our party and start with Feff.
Hello, I'm Sir Feffers. I'm very excited to be here. I'm usually the primary dungeon master for the long shot table, but today I am playing Adaline, a Warforged who's got a hole in his head. And if he don't shoot the gun, if he don't go pew pew and play chess with it, that that sea serpent fight was brutal, and we haven't had any rest from it yet. My guy is almost completely out of hit die, which, if you didn't know, is a part of this the homebrew subclass that Ben has cooked up and is available for pre-order, pre-purchase, alpha, beta, whatever. And yeah, so I've split my mind. I think I'm at 3 ways, maybe 4, 3. So my head is like split down the middle and down the middle. It's in there's like steam coming out of me, and I'm stressed. I'm gonna start taking damage if I'm potentially in a rough spot, but I'm not there yet. We all got yoinked. That's not good. That's it for me. Let me throw it over to Astraea.
Hi, I'm Estrella, and my character's name is Estel, and she is a just a little paladin with big dreams. So far, she's just lucky that all of us survived, and happy enough that the whole group is together and almost in one piece. She's probably hacking up some amounts of seaweed water. God knows what was in that swamp. And she is just as equally confused by this confounding voice that tells her that she's hungry when she's clearly not. And right now she's just dazed and confused, just like I am on a daily basis. I'm gonna pass it over to Kiki.
Hello everyone, my name is Kiki. I do stuff. You can find me all over the internet at KikiDoesStuff. You can find me this weekend at Florida SuperCon, and then later on you can find me over at Gen Con. But aside from that, I play Elis, an asshole artificer who has purposely kept information from her party. But is currently just kind of sitting here with the oh fuck mentality of I need to know where that other cat is. Not the one standing next to us who's scared of water, but the one who's ready to fight God, because I think I found his target. And I'm going to
Lesser
go ahead...
God.
Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Aiden.
Hello, everybody. I am Aiden, formerly known as Chezaidan. You can catch me at Chezaidan on literally everything and soon Snapchat. News for me, I'm an official married man. Christina and I got married on Saturday. So we signed the papers. And,
let's go!
Yeah, it was a good time. It was good.
So
very,
cute.
very happy. So, sorry, Feff, off the market, buddy. I am playing Arktreon the Hunter, which is my big hulking Leonin Barbarian. Like, I'm out of your stream.
The waddle,
over.
the waddle.
Oh my god.
That was
Giant
amazing.
6L t-shirt.
But and Ben's crying now. Crying in the rain.
He was rooting for me.
I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't come.
Arktreon is just rattled from fighting that giant snake in the water and him almost drowning a multitude of times. So at this point, he couldn't really hear what that voice said because his fur is completely soaked. So he's just like, if you took your cat and dunked him in the pool and then just pulled him out, that's Arktreon, but 7'4".
We can actually see the muscle definition, and you're like 40 pounds heavier.
Yeah. And yeah, I will pass it off to SmolBirdLex.
Hello, I am SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex. I am playing Poppy, and Poppy's just happy that Chester's okay because she was freaking the fuck out when she popped away and Chester wasn't there. That was like the biggest thing about her that she was freaking out about. But now that they're back together and hearing this schmuck start talking smack after seeing the amazing feats of Chester eating 1,000 pies, like it was 1,000. You know, I don't listen to the judge. It was definitely 1,000. But yeah, now we're just kind of waiting to see what's gonna happen with this lesser god. And I'll pass it back to Ben.
I almost forgot to say, I have also made YouTube partner.
Yay! Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
And if anyone is interested in going to a ball, there is a ball on the 21st in Maryland called Mythmakers, and I'll be attending that. If you guys would like to be a part of a fancy ball where everyone is in fun ball gowns and causing shenanigans, check out Mythmakers.
Actually,
Now I'm
July
that sounds pretty
21st?
good, yeah.
Year.
Cannot.
If it was August
But I love
21st, I
balls.
would already
Not
be
with
in
that
there.
attitude.
Rats.
Anything is possible with the right amount of audacity.
It's fair. Okay, let us hop in. You guys are all in a demi-plane. It's pitch black. The only thing that you can see is each other standing just a few feet away from each other. You cannot see or really feel anything other than that. What you can hear is this disembodied voice speaking to you. And he says, I do not bring you here to kill you. If I wanted you dead, you would be. I bring you here to offer you a chance at victory. The people of this world and of every world spend so much time and energy satiating themselves. Why? Does not the pain in your stomach, the hollowness, the emptiness remind you that you are alive? Does it not fill you with conviction, willpower, drive? I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw,
Hey,
please.
yo.
Be great if I had my dice out.
Oh, you know what? Same.
Nat 20
Whoops.
plus 3, 23.
I played D&D before.
Dirty 20.
Hey.
Constitution
I'm supposed to-
saving.
Yikes, 4.
Ooh.
Can I use Flash of Genius to give Estelle an extra 4 points? I don't think it's going to make a difference, but...
It will not, but I appreciate it.
Sure.
Okay.
23.
I'm gonna squat. I'm gonna.
Oh, it's a
I'm gonna
plus
lay.
5, so it makes it
Oh.
a 9.
Okay, which doesn't make it horrific like what I just
It's not as
rolled.
bad.
I'll take
Sass.
horrific to bad.
Fair.
I'm gonna touch the ground. See what it's made of. See what's going on there.
Can't really tell. There's nothing that there's no, it's not like dirt. There's nothing that it's a solid surface,
Okay.
but can't see it, can't pick anything up. Very difficult to actually like get. I would ask you to make a roll, but there's literally nothing to perceive.
Okay.
Oh, wait, did you say Constitution saving throw?
I did.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. I apologize. There's 2 Constitutions. I apologize.
Poppy, what did you roll?
22.
Let's go. Lexi, what'd you get? It says 15 in the chat.
15. Okay. Yeah. Anybody who rolled less than a 23, except for Adaline, because you cannot feel this. You feel very hungry.
Oh.
Like it's been a day at least since you've had your last meal.
Ah, this
I
is
also
fine.
rolled a 23.
Oh.
And also you gain a level of exhaustion.
Mm.
Like
5
me.
of those and it's lights out.
like that.
Those who don't know, what is exhaustion?
Exhaustion. I will tell you right
Yeah.
now.
For people
Exhaustion.
watching, definitely not me.
Definitely not me.
At first level.
No, I'll admit, definitely me.
Ah, it's fucking me.
There are 6 levels of exhaustion. The first level
Okay.
is man, wouldn't it be cool if this was alphabetized? All right. At the first level you have disadvantage on ability checks. At second level your speed is halved. At third level disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. At fourth level your hit point max is halved. At fifth level your speed is reduced to 0, and at 6 you just die.
Oh,
Damn.
Straight up.
damn.
Yeah.
So right now we have disadvantage on ability checks. And we hungry.
I hungry.
Except for Adaline, who's a robot.
Oh, okay. So it's really just me.
Well,
And
you passed. You got a 23 on your save, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you passed.
Oh,
Everyone else
I
is
thought it
hungry.
meant like if you had 23. I'm like, oh my
No,
gosh.
under
Oh,
23.
that'd be
Sorry.
wild.
Right? That's why I'm like, oh my god.
No, you're chilling. You're wondering why we're freaking out.
So like,
So happy to be not made of meat right now.
All right, the voice continues. If you know not hunger, then you know not true desire. Everybody wants. Nobody understands what it means to need. They fill their wants and desires with war and destruction. When faced with need, with struggle, mortals progress. An ant with no need will leave the nest, but an ant that understands its place makes the colony strong. I seek not to destroy the world, but to prevent it from destroying itself. To unite the planes to force progress. If you seek to stop me, you seek to end the mortal world, and I will not let you. Right now, you are misguided. You are weak. I am your guidepost, your North Star, your light in the darkness. All I ask of you is follow me. Accept the hunger in yourselves, and you will have all that you need.
Stranger danger. No, don't trust that.
I'm
Absolutely not.
Who the fuck are you again?
Whose horse is that?
As harsh as that.
So at
Land
this
on the
point,
Gnome versus Night War.
when Elis asked this question, you guys, like, a 1,000 eyes just all open up all around you.
Oh, I hate it.
They're not fully open. They're lazily open, yellowish,
Someone's
sickly almost.
compensating.
Elis Hawthorne,
Uh-oh.
You-
Those are names.
of all people, should know exactly who I am, because you, of all people, have been lied to by that damned cat. And you, actually, I must thank.
Why is that?
For it is you that was the catalyst. Your inventions allowed me this opportunity. You are smart. You are driven. You just need direction.
We can direct you to the door.
I don't
Leave.
think we can.
There's the door,
And
bitch.
also put us back. And also, good evening.
Also in his dimension, I think.
There's the door,
Very
bitch.
bold. Estel Cessaria. A woman too scared to show her friends who she really is, but yet tells me, a god, to leave my own plane.
And I'll do it again.
Then
Bold
you
talk
will
coming from a bunch of guys who
die.
has nothing but 1,000 eyes staring at me, and you have the audacity to tell me straight to my face that I don't look right.
Estelle, make a Constitution saving throw.
oh,
Oh, no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
try to light a
exhaustion
torch.
2, electric boogaloo.
I'm sitting there going through my pack, just like looking up, like trying to light a torch.
So the good
Okay,
news
let's
is
see.
you don't have disadvantage on saves, so you'll be okay.
Oh, hang on.
Hmm?
18.
I add 4 to the roll, 22.
You gain a second level of exhaustion.
No!
I'll take it. Worth it.
I have so many things that come to mind to say, but ultimately, I'm constantly looking at Elis like, we still don't know what's up.
Elis is just kind of stuck between trying to stand tall and yet there's like a hint of embarrassment almost.
Interesting.
And she keeps like kind of shying back into herself a little bit.
Stay close to me now, and I'm gonna cast silence to see what happens around us.
Sure. Nothing discernible changes.
See if I hear any more of hunger.
Can I cast gun?
What is it? What's
All of
going on? Arktreon is still soaking wet, so his hair is just over his eyes. He's just like, "Where are we? Who is
You
that?
can see
What's
the
going
green
on?"
light of my
Give it a shake.
of my ring, of my face ring.
Arktreon shakes his fur like a wet dog, and most of you are now half soaking wet.
Also, now we're in a bubble of silence.
Poppy also tries to shake.
The silence.
Like magical silence.
So you hear this voice again, but it's
All right.
in all of your heads.
I'll drop silence.
Poppy, all of the eyes start pointing at you.
Listen,
And he
just because
says-
I have one doesn't mean you have to show off.
Allow me. And all of them go away except for one.
Thank you.
You seek power for this lizard.
Yes.
You do not have the power this lizard needs.
I'm
But
working
I
on it.
assure you, I do.
I can't. Easy, steady.
Wait.
What?
Hold
And just
on
put
now.
your hand down a little bit, like, wait, hold on.
Do
I
not
took it
let
from you.
these mortals stop you from reaching your goal.
Oh no.
Poppy.
Do you even know why they've brought you out here?
To help?
To help who?
Looks to Ellis. We help Ellis. Ellis helps Chester. Everyone wants to help Chester.
I want to help Chester too. And I can.
Oh no.
Don't listen to this fuck ass.
So when
Go
you
and
give me
roll-
your power, do you still have it or do I just give it to Chester? Because I'd rather you not have it if you're going to give it away.
Go ahead and roll insight on Chester
On Chester? Oh no.
at advantage.
Okay. First one was 17. Second one was 14. So 17.
Chester does not like this guy.
Oh.
He's
Oh.
very obviously like trying not to shrink away, but also not expose himself out of your hair all that much.
Poppy immediately puffs out her chest. Just like, actually, we don't need you.
Then you won't need anything. Make a Constitution saving throw, Poppy.
Fuck nuts on a bitch stick.
Oh no.
Oh, damn,
Smiley,
so
thank you
close.
for the raid.
17. Damn it.
You get another level of exhaustion.
Damn
Oh,
it.
wait, are you at 3 levels?
I'm at 2.
You're at 2?
We're me and
impart
Stella
this?
at 2.
Gods
boy.
don't offer anything without anything in return. What do you want?
Have I not offered you guidance?
You offered
Have I not
us
offered to be your light in the darkness? I seek to bring peace to the mortal world. And you stand here before me, asking me to not. Do you even know who I am?
Bless her.
We know that you took us.
You're an imposter.
we know
Chester's
that
bringing
you're harming
peace.
us.
And you're gonna ruin the fish economy in the swamp.
Ah, for that I am truly sorry.
Oh, well, it's just peachy then.
Adaline, you are a
Damn it.
peculiar creature.
Adaline.
A construct, an impressive one at that. Allow me to sever the ties that you have to your creator.
What would that do for me?
I don't.
Freedom, no doubt.
I see no binds.
You see them, possibly, because you are designed to be blind to them. How can you ever live for the rest of your life, fully trusting that you actually have free will instead of being programmed to think that you do? Every step you take, you will question yourself. Is this a step you want to take, or is this a step your creator wanted you to take?
Don't listen to him, Adaline.
Fuck this guy out of line.
We will help you no matter what.
He's a deceiver.
Yes, because they've all helped you so much to this point. None of you even know why you are in the swamp. Arktreon.
Arktreon like
anomaly.
has axe just in hand, like looking around.
I've got a torch up.
It does not spread light. Like, you can see it, but it does not reveal anything.
It's just like glow.
Yeah.
Arktreon, you are an anomaly. No doubt you figured out by this point that something quite isn't right about your existence. Perhaps a fortune teller explained this much to you. I will offer you, for the first time, a unique opportunity for you to be on the winning side.
Where are you? Show yourself.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
19.
You gain 1 level of exhaustion,
Level 2.
and you feel hungry.
Oh no.
And he says, I am here.
Arktreon's like sniffing around, looking through the darkness. His belly kind of churns a little bit. He's no stranger to hunger, but this feels different.
Adaline, do you still have that small clay doll that the little boy gave to you?
Yeah, I'd like to think I'd probably have kept it with me as a keepsake.
Wherever it is on your person, you start to feel heat coming from it.
I pull it out.
It is glowing. Elis, make an investigation check for me.
Okay. I'm good at investigating.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and I have advantage. Hold on. Alright, the first one was better. Dirty 20.
You recognize the material of this as being very, very similar to the material you used when you first built your planar machine, the one that absorbed a ton of planar energy and then blew up.
Oh, shit. Line, where'd you get that?
A child I rescued in the forest, one of the misplaced individuals in the Great Forest. He gave it to me as a thanks. Maybe
you know-
6 years old.
Do you know where they found it?
I think he came along with it.
Okay.
Very toasty.
I have given each of you an opportunity to give up on the path you are currently walking down and to join mine, to unite the worlds in peace, to bring harmony to all mortal creatures, and I demand a response.
No.
To what end? Uniting? That doesn't seem within your nature.
Then you know not my true nature, Adaline. The doll is getting brighter and brighter, and at this point starts humming as well.
I'm gonna have to drop it. Well, I won't
When you
drop it, I'll put
do,
it down.
as soon as you drop it, it explodes. There is a blinding white light. And when it fades, you guys are back in the swamp.
Did you guys see that? Or-
Fuck!
Okay, we saw that.
Actually,
Guns out.
Arktreon runs over to Elis, grabs her by both arms,
Oh,
and goes,
You have not told us something. Why are we here?
and Arktreon is actually a little bit mad.
Easy.
You
Before you answer that, Elis,
Okay.
Adaline, one thing that happens that you notice is when this doll explodes, it's kind of like turned into a fine dust, which then is blown back on top of you. And when you look down, all of the dust is just kind of absorbed into your chest.
I'm infected.
Have the ick.
Arktreon, as you like hold Elis is usually pretty focused. Like she has a glazed view, but she's always noticed small details and is relatively calculative. You don't see that in Elis right now. Before you even picked her up, she is falling into a downward spiral. There is already a state of panic on her, and then you pick her up and it's just intensifying. Fuck, Jesus Christ, fuck.
Arktreon, put her down.
Not until she tells us first.
I thought
Keep our cool here.
I thought if we came here it would fix everything, but now I'm just seeing everything's made so much fucking worse. Holy shit.
Arktreon, put her down.
Well, Arktreon looks down at you and growls a little bit. Looks back at Elis.
Every one of us has secrets. Every one of us has something we don't want to share.
I don't.
I don't.
Why are we here?
You're here because of me. Everyone's here because of me. It's my fucking fault.
Just tell us. We're here. Just tell us.
I look at Estel as she says that, but you're not supposed to be.
Even if that's not the case, we are here. Just tell us. I know it's scary, but we're here.
Scary. Scary is a very light term to put on dooming the entire universe. Yeah, let's call it scary. I thought that if it was just a rift, it was just a planar incursion, maybe if we got to it in time, it would alleviate, we could fix it, and then we could figure out how to get you all home, but it really is my fault. It's just a stupid fucking kid with stupid humor.
It's a big burden to put on your shoulders. I can promise you, you didn't do enough for it to be all your fault.
What do we have to do to fix this?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check our surroundings if that's all right, just to do a little perimeter
Sure.
sweep.
You can make a perception check for me.
Oh, it's garbage. 14.
14. You're back in the swamp, pretty much where you guys were when you went into the demiplane. You can't see, everything looks pretty much the same as how it was. If anything were different, with a 14 probably wouldn't be able to tell, which you pretty much indicates that like it'd be like minor differences. You don't see living creatures, you don't hear or feel anything that's out of the ordinary. Nothing that you can perceive right now breaks the pattern of normal day at swamp.
Elis, you feel Arktreon's grip loosen a little bit, and you're gently put down.
Elis, like, gets back on footing and then just kind of, like, collapses to the floor.
Estel immediately crouches to her level and tries to take one of her cloak pieces off to wrap her around. Come on, let's talk about this. I think we should set a fire. Clearly we're all exhausted. We need to talk about this, and let's set camp.
Let's land to this boat.
Who has the planar battery?
Adaline had it last.
Adaline, it starts blinking. Really slow at first.
It's blinking.
Do I have any indication of what that means?
Estelle is right. I'm hungry. Let's set up camp. We resolve this later.
Maybe a minute of this planar battery blinking, it gets very, very fast, and suddenly bright white light encompasses all of you. And when it fades, you're all in the demiplane of Patty's pub.
We're back in the fucking building?
Except it's not renovated.
Building again.
Hey, Els.
Elis is unresponsive.
Uh-oh.
Who are you?
I'm her mother. Move aside.
Okay. Wait, no,
Not
it's
even phase, just pushes Leonin, pushes Warforged out of the way.
Your mother walks over and
Estelle just points and points and points.
Your mother walks over and like this tiny woman just picks you up princess style and then carries you over and just lays you down on the bar and starts checking your body for wounds and your heartbeat and all this. The rest of you, you're in the pub that Elis lives in, but without any of the renovations that she has made to it. There is a gnome behind the bar that all of you would recognize either as Daystrider or as Day Gnome, depending on where you got your information. If it was from people, Daystrider. If it was from the one statue out front, you would know him as Day Gnome.
Yep.
If you're going based off of any of Elis's descriptions, you would probably refer to him as Ghost Rider. Also sitting at the bar is an alligator. He's sitting upright in a bar stool. And hanging from the rafters is a cat, a tabaxi. And if you were to try to guess how old this tabaxi is, you would either say 20 or 300. You cannot tell.
Age like fine wine.
Oh, you are the Day Gnome. From the village.
Oh, yeah, no one's fixed that statue yet, huh?
I'm assuming no.
Ah, bummer. Anyway, when you guys get back to that town, could you get someone to fix that statue for me? The good news is, the resonance worked, and he holds up kind of like a very similar thing to what you guys have, a planar battery-esque type thing. And he's like, I had no basis for figuring out how to make this work, but I thought, maybe if nobody tells me this isn't how it works, then it's exactly how it works. And now you're here. So that's a win, baby. You all look hungry.
Adaline can't blink, but he would if his creator was that flippant.
Just
I am very hungry. Yes, thank you.
I
You
could
need a hero's feast.
I could eat. Because it's really hard to walk.
I think I'm gonna be.
Yeah, he just kind of like pulls a chest, like a treasure chest, out from underneath the bar and plops it on top and flips it open. And it's all just like cooked meat.
Chester dives in.
Estel just passes a leg of lamb to Arktreon immediately.
Thank you.
And like very courteously pluck it from your hands. And then I also pluck Chester out of the meat treasure chest, and he's like close. Gnawing on one of those big old T-bones, and then I just kind of pick another piece up and then put him back in.
And thank you. Where are we?
Rips a piece of me.
Poppy, Arktreon, Adaline, Estel. Make a perception check for me.
Perception.
22.
13.
Well,
Estel?
I'm trying.
Ben, important question. Is everyone on the floor?
Your mother was to get you.
Damn, she lost.
nah.
It's my fault too. Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Guilt.
I got a 15.
Okay. So, Estel, Arktreon, and Poppy, you guys notice nothing but a faint breeze. Adaline, you see a mostly blurred figure of a cat jumping from the rafters off of a couple tabletops, grabbing Chester out of the box, and then flipping up back into the rafters and holding him very gently.
Whoa.
And then he like swings back upside down, holding Chester, and falls right in front of you, Poppy. But upside down from the rafters.
Immediately grabs Poppy out of his hands as fast as possible.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
Get down, Mr. President.
19?
He's
I'll throw.
fast.
Where did my dice go?
So when it's for Chester, suddenly the dice roll.
Yeah, the music stops when Chester's in danger.
That little record
Well,
scratch.
that was a nat 20, so
Ah, fuck you. The immediate, like,
yeah, you reach for it, and now his entire body is like a foot to the left. Not just his hand; it's just whole thing has moved. And he goes, oh, "You found him."
Yes, he's mine. Well,
I mean,
friend.
he might be riding with you for a little bit, but he's not any one person. You're out of your mind.
He's meant for many great things. Why do you... I didn't tell you the stories. Have they spread this far already? Oh, they must have just spread this far already. What am I...
The stories start at the beginning of time. You know the stories?
Tell me more stories. I can tell you about when he fell to beast 500 times his size and ate
Only
3,000 pies.
500?
It was a slow day. Leave him be.
I have so much to tell you about this lizard.
Please.
You see, this lizard is actually...
The High Priest of Chester.
Chester is now in a very cartoonish way floating in midair for just like 2 full seconds before gravity remembers that it's still supposed to work on him. Mentiroso pops out of existence. You see Daystrider look over at the alligator for a moment, who looks up and like nods, and Daystrider goes, he'll be back.
Good evening.
So I could do that.
I want to do that.
We are going to go to our first break.
Oh yeah, breaks exist.
Oh man.
We get a break in this economy?
Y'all getting paid?
Y'all go get a glass of water, go to the bathroom. We'll be right back.
Take your meds.
Bye.
Take your meds if you need to.
Bye.
And we're back.
Hello. Welcome back. Nobody said anything weird.
Nope.
No.
I've been doing better.
I've been thinking about it.
I love that for you guys. We're going to hop back in. Last we left off, the gang surprisingly made it into Fake Patty's Pub. And I believe Adaline had something to say to Daystrider.
So I'm looking at Daystrider, and the green light of the ring around my face is slowly getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it goes shock white, and I take a quick 3 to 4 steps across the room so that we're across from each other on the bar, and I go, "You could have included a manual."
But then you know the rules.
What an excellent opportunity! One of the few people who might be able to get something like a manual. Me!
Yeah, but like if you learn the rules, you'd like try to follow them. If you don't know the rules, then you can't break them.
I stand in stunned silence at the stark contrast between myself and my creator.
Estelle takes a bite of the meat very slowly as she's like watching this.
There's definitely a moment where you can kind of see in him doing the exact same thing, kind of like the puppy dog, like, so you really do got free will, huh?
Yes. Good job.
Cool.
Got a lot of feelings right now.
Oh, yeah, you get used to those eventually. How old are you? Like 10?
Yes.
11? Yeah, you'll learn how to process those. Process. Robot joke.
Just a faint like laugh from Arktreon from across the bar.
You're just like a...
Estelle like hacks on the food, trying to stifle back a chuckle.
And the white light kind of fades into a pale green. Apologies. Well met. I am Adaline.
He like reaches up because you're much bigger than him for a hug.
Puppies.
I don't think we're there yet, man.
Oh.
Okay. You let me know.
Yeah.
Oh man, maybe I should have given you just like a fraction less free will. That's fine. Handshakes are fine. We can handshake. We can.
I shake his hand.
There's and appearing on the bar stool next to Arktreon is Mentiroso, not sitting in it, like crouched, like a cat about to pounce, and he's just like staring at you, Arktreon.
Oh, another feline friend. I am Arktreon the Hunter. What are you doing?
I'm checking to see if you're real.
I am very real.
And I just kind of grab your finger and like just slowly kind of put it away. Friend.
Claw to claw.
Okay, good. So Arkang is dead then.
How, no,
King?
Did you or did you not kill Arkang in Colosseum combat?
how do you know this?
Arktron's lost. He's like baffled at this question. He's not
I've
lost, but he knows what's
seen
going
it.
on.
1,000 times. Well, sometimes you lose and then you die, and then sometimes you win and Arkang dies, and those are the good ones. So since you're alive right now, and Arkang's dead, and that's a good one.
Oh, he's not dead. What do you mean? Sometimes I lose, and sometimes he loses. What do you mean by that?
Oh, okay. So you know how like when you fight someone, you can beat them?
Yes, I tend to do that more often than most.
Oh, okay. So you get it.
Arktron's just like a little bit of drool kind of comes down a little bit. Like
I don't think they do. Maybe you should explain it.
I kind of shuffle away, like kind of back facing the group a little bit to maybe muffle a bit of sound.
How do you know of this day?
Oh, I've been there, man. Like a lot of time. Like so many, more than I can count. Which, and he points at Daystrider, is not very much. I get it, but still.
So you're saying you see these like visions, different versions of different outcomes?
I mean, I've been to other universes. Does that count?
Probably.
So you've watched me die in that battle?
Sometimes.
What happened if I didn't?
It looks back at the group, looks back at you.
What would have happened if I didn't run and left it all behind?
What do you mean run?
Player to DM, what is going on? Sorry. Okay. I'm kind of collecting this.
What's genuinely happening is that two of you have very different ideas of the possibilities, because Mentiroso has seen the multiverse, and he has seen the multi-outcome. The problem genuinely is that when you ask this character questions, you have to be mad specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's
Like
out of
wicked
his
specific.
fucking mind.
Okay. So I kind of take hint of that, like, I'm not getting anywhere kind of any, like, vibe from him.
If I would have stayed and not rolled away, would he have killed me? Would my father have let him kill me?
I mean, yeah, you kill him. If you're alive right now, I can only assume that he's dead, because those are the only two. I've seen a lot of this fight, Those are the only two outcomes. Either either he bests you and then you die, or you best him and then he dies. You've never had, and both don't happen.
So you haven't seen my version of what happened. You don't know that I ran. You've only seen wins, losses.
Huh. Well, this is going to be real interesting.
Right.
Arktreon kind of pushes his stool back.
I wonder if that means Arkang is ever going to be able to...
She always like
Day
this.
Strider looks over at the alligator. The alligator's nods and he goes, "He'll be back."
What happens when the... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna step outside. Just all this teleporting has really gotten to me. I'll be right back.
Okay. You open the door
Is it just
and
blinding white?
you're still in it. You're just like, you walk through the door right into the door that you just walked out of.
I walk out this way and come in this way.
Just
Day Strider is
nice-
waving at you.
And Estel has no idea how that happened. Did you have a nice walk?
I'm just gonna lie down.
Just
floor time.
pump.
Just face plant to the ground and just stay there for a bit.
Do I
Coffee
get to
with a
explain a
mouthful of-
little bit of backstory as to why this is curious?
If you'd like. We
So
could
to-
roleplay as someone asking you if you want to do it like that, or you could just tell
Who's
us.
King? Air King.
Flashback episode?
Achy. Who's achy?
What was the? Can you spell the name for me, please?
Arkang. Arkang.
Con.
Because you're Arktreon, so he's Arkang.
Okay. So
Have a father named
Arkang was in my village, in Arktreon's village. It's a very desertous, but also kind of Romanesque tribe where a lot of what goes down for politics is held through combat in the Colosseum.
How very
In line
Spartan.
for chieftain, my father, Arktreon, was, I know, it's all the Treons, you know. So Arkang came to challenge me because I was next in line to be chieftain of the tribe. And what had happened is actually Arkang was about to deliver the final blow. I looked up at my father, and he gave that's the law, was it's to death. And the last moment, Arktreon rolls out of the way, runs out of the Colosseum, and never went back home. Too scared to face death and fail his father and his tribe, Arktreon cowardice ran away and has been roaming town to town, city to city, fighting the best of the best in order to be the best of the best in hopes to return back home. But apparently, my version of what has happened hasn't come to be in a sort of degree.
Oh.
According to my other feline friend. So.
Oof.
Above the table, the explanation here is, and you can play this however you want with Arktreon's understanding, but more or less, what Mentiroso is trying to explain to you is that across the multiverse, whenever this battle happens, either you die or Arkang dies. He has never seen anything happen where neither one of you dies. It's an anomaly. which actually make an investigation check for me.
Got you.
Is that all of us or just
Flat rolls.
Just Arktreon.
okay?
11. 10.
An 11?
Excuse me. 10.
10. Okay. This new knowledge ties back into the fortune teller, but you're a bit too tired right now to fully figure out exactly. You know, you can feel there's a connection there somehow, but you need to rest.
Is there a place I can lie down? I just want to rest for a little while.
Oh, yeah. Look over in the corner. And if you do, there's some cots. Cots already laid out for you guys.
Arktreon kind of sluggishly makes his way to the bed and kind of turns away, just kind of in contemplation.
That's 2 down. We got 2 prone.
I will get to them all.
You get a nap, and you get a nap, and you get a nap.
Everyone gets a nap.
Everybody gets a nap.
Poppy's gonna look at the gator with like a piece of meat in her mouth and just be like, "So what's your name?"
Who's he saying this to?
The gator.
The gator. He hisses.
Oh, allow me. And I cast Speak with Plants for free. Plants?
Plants.
Plants.
Gator.
I mean, he's
free once per
technically a
long
plant,
rest.
but he's not like plant life, you know?
He's a plant.
He's planted on his
He's been
seat.
planted.
I will be translator for Poppy.
The druid
That can
that
turn into
also
animals.
for
Oh.
sure has speak with animals.
Right.
Right.
I don't know. I want to see
The
this.
translator for Cusco.
Right. The
Cusco
translator
track.
needs no
Guess
translation.
who doesn't have speak with animals though?
Oh,
Oh. See?
surprise, shouting.
I watched
How?
Ben nearly choke on that. It was so funny.
I saw all the spells and was like,
Consider
I need to
don't
hear this
use
conversation. I want to be a part of this conversation so bad.
No, you can be, because the
Good
whole thing is
evening.
Poppy can't talk to Chester.
Sadi.
I look over and go, "Shaw, dude," and continue to translate.
Don't sit on
Do you know Chester?
Yeah.
Chester, do you know him?
Can I speak to all animals?
For some reason, Chester is an anomaly and cannot be spoken with. Or at least he's not talkative from what my teacher... They tried to speak with animals on Chester and there was just nothing.
If Chester were to speak, I would be able to hear.
Yeah.
Chester just kind of goes like,
Yeah.
as much
Can't
of as a lizard can shrug.
Can't assume you're all like would know each other. It feels a little racist. But have you met Chester before? Like you know Chester. Have you met him before?
Just kind of in passing. He looked a lot different though.
What'd he look like?
Oh, his hair was white.
Hair? You had hair?
Scales.
Okay.
I've been hanging around a fur creature for like way too long.
Sorry, that was my translation.
Oh, hair. No, scaled.
I hissed instead of flicked. Sorry.
Yeah. I was a sniffing, not a scurry.
Do you remember that? Nothing. No? Alright.
Chester like takes a really close look at Albert.
It's just screaming Pascal
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rapunzel. Tangled, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, both.
Mm-hmm.
Did he speak when he was different?
Oh man. I think so, dude. It's been a minute. Or like a lot longer. Time is weird, man.
It's so weird. I'm sure weirder for you guys, with all this going on. It's just good to know that's possible. Pop.
Mentiroso pops back in.
You.
He's laying on top of the bar, like opposite Elis, like Lionel Richie, like he just meant to be.
That's
All
3.
night long.
All night. All night.
Estelle, he's staring at you.
Estelle immediately looks behind to see if she's staring at anyone else.
Make a perception check.
Whoop. Okay.
Getting the
Perception.
Sexy and I Know It song stuck in my head now. That'll be with me all night.
Yeah, it's this one. It's gonna be low. A 7.
Yeah, you blink, and when you open up again, he's not on the bar anymore. He's now just sitting on the bar stool next to you, like looking very closely at the side of your head.
Ah! Estelle immediately just
He's so
Screams.
fast.
she falls off her stool. Can I help you? Do you want some meat?
Don't
He like
speak.
sniffs. He goes, "You're from Anyaspe."
Yes?
You're from your your grace.
Oh, is her name Grace or?
No, my name's Estelle. Nice to meet you. Estelle just takes a hand out immediately to shake.
He shakes it with his tail.
Estelle just doesn't blink. She just shakes the tail immediately.
When in Rome.
When in Rome.
Shake a tail.
He leans in really close.
Estelle immediately leans back.
Let's take it.
He leans in farther.
Estelle
the cat.
leans even further back.
I'm trying to whisper something in your ear. Come here.
How am I supposed to know that?
I thought I was being pretty obvious with the leaning in thing, and now they're all looking.
Okay. Estelle just sort of leans back enough.
I'm going to send you a message in the Zoom chat of what he's.
Oh, okay. Secret tunnel.
Secrets don't make friends.
Secret message.
tunnel.
Oh, okay, Kiki. All right, Kiki. Oh, sorry, Elis.
What did I do?
Oh, I
Secrets don't make
thought it was
friends.
Elis that said secrets don't make friends.
No,
The irony.
that was Poppy.
I just like break out of a dissociative
A coma.
Secret tunnel.
I am gonna go sit by the bar where Elis is laid out, and have my back turned to her and just kind of rest my head against like their hip.
Oh.
Yeah,
It pops
Ellis,
out.
let's check in on you while Estelle is pondering this. It's been maybe 5-10 minutes, and your mother has been like checking you up and down and trying to calm you down. How would you? Where are you? What's going on?
Ellis.
Where are you?
Where are you? I'm in my uncle's pub. Vroom vroom.
I'm so sorry.
Ellis is like, for a long time, she has not thought about the consequences of her actions, only a singular consequence, and has been focused so hard on making that right that she never saw the bigger picture. And when things started happening around Arachnid, Archid,
Spider Town.
Spider Town.
We have a spider in our midst.
Spider Town.
When things started happening around Archid, it kind of was cementing a little bit deeper and deeper in, and there has been an intrusive thought in her mind that she has consistently pushed down of "this is all your fault," which became clearer when she had her first visit to the pub at the end of the universe, and then since the meeting with the hunger and realizing how much worse it is and that you couldn't fix it with the one thing, it has just become this overdue feeling of guilt and just it's just kind of all weighing on her all at once of "this is all your fault. Everything that just happened confirmed this is all your fault. People are displaced because of you." And it's kind of regressed her back to that moment when she initially lost her mom. Like, she's back to being a freshly 18-year-old. And that mindset is just not knowing what to do. It's freaking out.
So Estelle, Menthrosa whispers to you, you whisper back, and then he just kind of sits upright and goes, you should tell him. I could tell him.
Estelle sort of just twiddles her thumbs, like, clearly uncomfortable. What if they won't accept me?
That's stupid.
Estelle just immediately glares at him. It may be stupid to you, but it's my life.
Is it?
Yes.
It's only your life as far as you know so far.
Estelle just takes a real shaky breath and just fuddles with her ears a little bit and just sort of pulls back it, and the ears pop out. And she sort of just rubs her eyes like this, and they go from green to gray, like her hair.
Menthrosa turns to everybody and goes, everybody freak out, like in a happy, like celebrate, because this is like, woo!
Hey, your ears are like mine, just way smaller.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with you.
Size doesn't matter.
It's
I
not
had
size.
5 gold thinking you were Cthulhu or something. I kid.
Estelle
5
just-
gold in a little bag comes flying at you from Arktreon. No, I'm just
You're not mad?
Why would we be mad?
Nothing to be mad about.
You had your reasons, I'm sure.
I've had nothing but reasons for hiding this.
I'm sorry. Being an elf?
Half.
Oh.
Well, and I
I
say
come
in
f-
Elvish. There's nothing wrong with being Elvish or part Elvish.
Except in my family it is.
Estelle, do you speak Elvish?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be real awkward.
What did you say?
Or
My
the
fa-
same.
In my family, it's a problem for me to look like this. I couldn't be this. And it's not easy to be with people that don't accept you. and don't want you. If you have that your entire life, of course you're going to do nothing but hide.
Daystrider.
Even with complete strangers.
Daystrider smiles at you, and he says, "Oh, Estel, who here has a problem with you being an elf?"
I'll fight him.
You said your family, didn't you? They're all here.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, technically Elis is a little bit passed out, but still, she wouldn't care. She's like a 8th gnome or whatever. I haven't done the math on all that.
Cousin,
Elis-
wake up.
Elis on the side in
Estel's
the
an
fetal
elf.
position.
Poppy
That's why
hugs Estelle's leg.
It's why I can't be angry at Elis. Arktreon, you should not have grabbed her like that. People only reveal what they want to know at the right time. And I'm pretty sure the only reason why Elis even didn't bother to say anything is because they probably thought they could fix it themselves. Was it misguided? Absolutely. But they don't know us. The same way that I didn't know you. It's very facetious for anyone in this room to assume that they're just so willing to be that forward with their secrets. And as for you, Estel points to the person forcing them out.
Mentiroso. He just gets really excited that you pointed at him.
You don't just get to tell people when they're comfortable revealing their things. Let them do it on their own time.
He touches something on his hip, and then your pointer finger, like your hand, kind of like disappears, and it's behind his head, pointing back at you now.
Oh,
And he goes, "Yeah, and you shouldn't lie to your family."
Ooh, roasted. Emotional damage.
Listen, you just entered a fight against the dumbest Lester god I've ever met in multiverse. And the worst part about it is he's real friggin' strong. So if you're gonna lie to the people around you, they're gonna help you fight the dumbest lesser god in the multiverse. Oh, you should find some other friends to fight with then. Cause shit's gonna get fucky. Anyway, nice ears.
Estel immediately just gives the middle finger.
I look to the gator.
To nobody because he's not there, so you're just like,
Exactly.
yeah.
I look to the gator. That means something.
he'll be back.
That means something.
Everyone just, he'll be back.
Estel just immediately turns over and be like, "Oh, I hope he comes back."
Daystrider goes,
okay?
Good luck.
I don't need it.
I'll turn to Daystrider. I'm getting the impression that this tabaxi has that effect on people.
One of many effects on many peoples.
So who is he?
But also, he's been tracking down a lesser god throughout the entire multiverse for anywhere from 20 to 300 years. So, you know, he's all right by me. Anyway, Elis, sweetie, it's time to get up, okay?
Elis is crying.
Estel just walks right over and, "Do you need alone time or do you want me to sit with you? We don't have to talk. I can just sit with you."
Why would you want to? I'm the reason you got ripped away from your home.
But you gave me a home as well.
This is a very low bar.
Estel just sits right next to her. So we'll sit on the low bar together.
Elis doesn't know how to react to that.
It must have been
They-
really scary keeping that all to yourself. I can't imagine what that must have been like going through on your own. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you felt like you couldn't trust us.
You hear soft paws coming towards you. And like you just put your back against the warmest, fuzziest couch, Arktreon has gone on all fours and is laying kind of crescent moon around you, but not saying anything. He's not looking at you. It's kind of like your cat, like where you're just kind of sitting down. He's just like, "Oh, you're sitting down sick. I'm gonna be over there too."
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
But is saying nothing.
I'm gonna take my head off of resting against Elis, go over, pick up Poppy, and go back to my spot to complete the cuddle pile.
As short as I am, bars are always been low anyway, so I'm fine.
Estel looks to Arktreon. I'm sorry that I yelled at you, Arktreon. You had every
Silent.
right to be angry.
Just a little side eye. Nothing more, nothing less. Not an upset look by any means.
So was I an accident, or was it intentional?
Listen, most kids are. You're fine.
Yes.
I'd like to know.
Guilty.
I was intentionally an accident, or I was accidentally
kinda-
intentional.
Oh, huh.
Ah,
Surprise, shawty!
Surprise,
Well-
shawty!
I meant to make you.
okay,
You worked on accident.
I can live with that.
Wrong formula. Good enough equation. Answer.
Could you later tell Elis a bit how I tick?
I'd love to. Here's the thing.
This is why I don't have a manual.
Why the fuck don't you have a manual?
Estelle just pats Elis.
If I gave him a manual,
solidarity.
then he'd have limits.
Don't make a fucking manual. Just a user's guide. I don't know how to fix him.
Can maybe like a mechanical guideline instead of
Wait.
it doesn't need like full parameters. We just in case, like, you know, they get like
Just some troubleshooting
Broken.
notes would be great.
Let's
Like,
run
it-
it back for a second. I don't have missing memories because I came to lucidity in that moment. So those were my first moments. So you dumped me out in the woods?
Well, you weren't working.
Don't take it
And
personally.
how did I come online?
you don't just say
I
that
d-
to your kid.
Yeah, no, I have
Oh,
no
I'm
idea.
sorry. You just didn't
Harder,
work, so
Dad.
I-
I didn't know the
Sorry, I
stakes.
didn't work properly. I threw you away. Do you know how
Oh.
that makes you sound?
Yeah, I do.
My brother in Christ.
I like tilt my head over to Adaline and just go, Line, don't let it stress you out. This family's full of bad fucking fathers.
Well, we'll be a line of good fathers, damn it.
Am I the only one without a dad?
Can I
I'm a mom.
procreate?
That's all too many questions for today.
Man, I can't ask you anything, dude.
Huh. If you created a smaller version of yourself, would that be tinkering or procreation?
If it has free will, procreation. If not, tinkering.
I have no idea how to make another one like me. My best bet is my cousin, and that brings up a whole line of concerns at this point.
Oh, you have a cousin.
Yeah, it's Elis.
Offbeat.less is high.
Speaking of your cousin,
Ah.
Elis, don't you
Hold
think
all your
it's about
hostage.
time you tell everyone what's going on?
Didn't the god kind of do it
I'm
for
all
me
ears.
at that point?
No.
Shit's fucked. Short version.
Is it fixable?
I don't know. I thought closing the rift would fix it, but it didn't. It didn't fix it. And for once in my life, I don't know. I don't have the answer.
One step to not knowing is another step towards figuring it out, and you don't have to do it on your own. You're not the only person who studies.
Isn't it exciting to figure things out with your friends?
I wouldn't know.
Time to find out.
Isn't it pretty fun when you don't know what's about to happen next?
Why'd you say it like that, Mom?
I mean, if you were always gonna do a thing because you knew how it would end up, how do you invent?
Elis, some of the best things that you've ever come up with was completely, and not to sound absolutely uncouth, but you've come up with things out of your ass. Like,
Not
sometimes you need to think of the impossible to make it possible. And we can do that together.
I don't know where to start.
Before you say
Let's-
anything.
Silences the cat.
We just had a conversation with Hunger.
You know of him?
Oh, he knows of me.
And that
And
means you
he-
know of them.
Did you
And-
bop him?
I'll
What
look
do you know
back to
about them?
Daystrider after kind of going over what happened. And then I'll end it with looking at Daystrider and being like, and I believe he transmuted me in some way, shape, and form. And I gesture to the now ingrained dusting to my stony body.
Estelle takes a swipe at it to try to, like,
Stop it, I'm ticklish.
it looks like glitter and sand had a
No.
baby.
Was that from the doll? The dust?
You're ticklish?
Wait, you're ticklish?
Stop it.
I don't know if that
What
was...
doll?
It's just like a step above a Tickle Me Elmo.
Haha!
What?
Line, I don't know if that was hunger.
What doll?
I rescued a child from the woods, and he gave me a doll, and I've just kind of kept it as a memento to why I've spent these 10 years in these woods for their futures and to help them, and a bit of a reminder for myself. But do I know it was made of weird material now, or no?
Did Elis tell you?
Oh no.
I don't know where or how somebody got a doll made from my looking glass, but I would recognize that anywhere.
Are you telling me I've been bedazzled?
Yes.
I mean, it looks very nice on you.
Very sharp.
Oh, the boy was from Anyaspe.
Estelle just looks bamboozled.
You have Elis's looking glass, Estelle?
You're telling me my machine ended up in Enyaspe? Parts of it?
No. Your machine is in here. But
Yeah.
the materials that you used for some of the more complicated pieces, pretty common stuff in Anyaspe.
What are the materials?
Yeah.
Well,
Insert fantastical sounding material.
it's like
Name.
5 pieces of copper wire, a old hanger.
Everyone look astonished on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, you know, just
Freeze
stuff
frame.
you have lying around.
Pretzel nugget opium.
Yeah, that you know, that's part of the battery.
Pretzel Nagopium.
That's the one.
Key ingredient there on the chemical side.
Menteroso has his
And it-
hand up.
And it just exploded here?
Well-
Yes?
Can I talk now?
Yes.
Go forth, Cat.
Okay, so here's the rundown, right? So this one, and he points at Alice, he goes, built a cool, wicked machine, right? It boop, and now the plane crashing, right? And so that's where y'all come in, and you went and you saved one of the things in the swamp, and it auto-corrected a little bit. That's great. But the problem is when it broke the first time, I can't flip-flop through the plains no more too good, so then I don't get to chase down the lesser god known as Hunger anymore and mess up his shenanigans or nothing like that. So he's been out gallivanting, which is a dumb word for a dumb person. And so for the past 7 years, I haven't really been able to stop him from doing dumb stuff. And so I'm really hoping that you guys can fix the plane shit so I can annoy the fuck out of him some more.
He says he's gonna do what Chester does. He says he's gonna bring peace and unify.
I heavily doubt that.
Well, you know what they say. The difference between a terrorist and a hero is perspective.
Hero.
Wait, what did Chester do?
I mean,
Oh, let me tell you this. Chester is actually
I
don't
swear
think
to Mother French on a biscuit!
I think it's better that we don't know what the lizard's crimes are.
Estelle
It's
just
not
said-
crimes!
Estelle just holds up Chester. What have you done?
Everything.
War
You
crimes of the Geico lizard.
No.
You sweet little boy. What did you do?
He fell
Chester just has a
1,000
smile on
times
his
his
face.
size. He eats pies and fells dangerous beasts.
And wears such pretty little
word.
Hawaiian shirts.
I love the idea of him just like sitting there, like no thoughts behind the eyes, but like fire is slowly building behind him, like screaming people.
It's just
and,
Vietnam
like,
War flashbacks
sirens.
behind you.
Yeah.
Everyone looks over at Albert the alligator, who disappears as well.
Are we next?
No, he's probably not coming
Uh,
back for a while.
Daystrider goes, all right, so he's not going to be back for a minute. Here's the deal, right? The little planar rift that you guys were able to close in the swamp started to put the planes back in order a little bit. In one place. But that doesn't mean everything's fixed everywhere. And we're starting to get some planar rifts popping up in other places on Laurent. So you guys are gonna have to go do those next.
Okay.
So you're saying we're going on another adventure?
And Arktreon kind of raises his head up a little bit, ears perked.
Either that or never another adventure forever.
I like those odds.
I
Because
don't
we're all
know about
dead.
you guys, but that sounds bad.
All right, don't think too much about it. Everybody go to sleep, okay? You're not leaving here until you rest.
Arktreon puts his head back down.
And that is where we're going to go to break.
Just awkwardly leans into the cuddle puddle.
Puddle, puddle.
All right, everybody. Go get water, take some meds.
Pee breaks.
Piss. I don't know. Bye.
To desensitize the nail clippers.
What happened to the nail clippers?
Desanitize.
right.
No, sanitize. Never mind.
I mean,
botched it.
desensitize.
No,
is
it's
interesting.
desensitized
What-
now.
What token
Listen,
did
sometimes
you
you have
show
to
them?
sharpen those nail clippers.
Damn.
Oh.
You guys all
hands are
laid
limit.
down. You get your long rest. The next quote unquote morning, you're in a demi-plane. There really isn't a morning and a night, but the next cycle, we'll say, Daystrider just kind of like helps you guys get ready for the day and gets ready to send you back. He has a rebuilt and modified version of the machine that Elis originally broke. The looking glass, I guess, is what we're calling it. And he's been tinkering with it. And, Adaline, he hands you 2 potions.
Oh. Today I saw a balloon. You suck with names. No sound on stream. No sound on stream. I have sound here. Hold on. Run it back.
We're getting confirmation from the chat as well.
Oh,
It's your professional.
I can hear Kiki, but not Ben.
Okay, that's weird because everything's saying that it's on.
Gasp.
All right,
Killed
We got to mime the rest of the episode.
I fucked with it
Seems to be
a
back.
bit. Is it working? Okay.
Kiki, everyone else
Okay,
know.
Okay.
okay.
Run it
One
back.
word.
Run it back, run it
Back to
back,
the
run it
pots.
back.
Yay!
All right, you guys wake up. You got your long rest. Daystrider helps you guys start the day. Heather Hawthorne is also there, helping you guys start your day. As Daystrider starts tinkering with this machine in hopes to bring you guys back to where you're supposed to be, he looks to you, Adaline, and he hands you a couple potions. And he says, I've been tinkering around with some stuff, and of course I had my sister-in-law over there help me with some of the medicine stuff. Are you getting some deja vu right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
I feel like
Huh.
I saw this in a dream.
Timey wimey fucky wucky.
Anyway, I made these for you. The life essence regeneration potions.
The lerps.
That's a long name.
Slurp.
Slurp the lerp.
You could just call them like
Thank you.
essential
Uh,
potions.
Am I good to see you again?
I don't know. Here you go.
Thank you. And in the event that I do not, I'll give him a hug. A bit of a stiff
Aw.
hug, but a hug.
You have to go
Awkward
so far
sibling hug.
down.
Awkward
You
sibling
are
hug.
rocks.
Pat, pat.
I am rocks. Yeah, I'm not very silly.
Rocks and bones.
You got to find the right angle. But I give him a hug because he wanted a hug.
I want to make so many jokes. It's okay.
Do it.
A little tear.
Oh,
Thank you
they
for
grow up so fast.
creating.
thank you for letting me create. You didn't really have a choice in that. Thanks for being you.
I'll look after Elis.
Oh, yeah, no, yep, okay, good, that's good.
All right. Well, have a good evening.
So anyway, I think if I just, mess around with this and that, who knows what's gonna happen? Boop. There's a bright white light.
Huh.
And when it fades, all of you guys are at the real Patty's Pub.
Archid immediately is just entangled in wires, face down on the ground.
Ella holding on to her lunch. She's like,
How did you?
Pull out the.
if I have to do one more interdimensional travel one more time, I'm gonna be sick.
I pull out the thieves' tools and start untangling them, like snipping the bolt cutters and crap.
How am I always here?
I literally look at Arktreon and I'm like, how? I took away all the traps. Literally,
You missed a
how?
few.
Estelle tries to untangle, but somehow is getting herself mixed in. How do you have this many
Oh
wires?
my god, stop.
All the alarms going off in your head again.
Poppy's just watching this all unfold, just
It's
like,
just straight up yarn that's been thrown around for some miscellaneous reason.
Which for a cat-like person like Arktreon, that's somehow very accurate.
One of my learner carving bots went rogue and started putting spider webs everywhere instead.
ah.
God.
Okay.
So what's the move, gang?
Where's Kit?
Oh my
he's
god,
with you.
we love.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, where's my car?
Dude,
He's
where's
just in
Where's
blob
my
form.
car?
Okay, there's just a blob of goo splashes next to us. Oh, there he is.
Wait, Chester!
He's there.
Oh, immediately she's just like, oh my goodness. Just a little guy lost between dimensions. Don't mind me.
Just a little guy.
It's just, I can imagine just Chester floating like this
Just a whoops.
through the interdimensional plane.
There is a knock on the door. Like a heavy knock on the
Oh,
door.
Estelle
is it?
immediately whips out her sword, just like,
All right,
for
all
you,
right,
Arktreon?
calm down.
I grab the tip of the blade and pull it down. As
listen,
I
after
meander to the door.
after the days we've had, you can't blame me for this.
That's true. It's fine.
And I open the door.
It's the little bonbon.
Oh,
I was really. I was hoping you guys would be there. I heard a big noise, and so I came to knock on the door to see what's going on. I'm stuck in the Midwest accent now. I gotta.
Yeah.
My mother makes me mash my mini M&Ms on a Monday morning.
Ella still has her gun.
5 bowls of boiling oil.
5 bowls of boiling oil.
5 bowls
Arl.
of boiling oil.
I don't think I even say the L, bowls.
I'll get into a British accent. There it is.
Looks
Oh,
like it's
yeah, little bonbons. This
boiling
one.
oil.
Oh, we found it. I heard a crash and a noise, and you kids have been on that quest for quite some time. So I heard a crash and I aimed to look.
How long exactly have we been
2
gone?
days.
Oh, I was gonna say it's been 3 days here.
oh.
And that's a long time for you? A weekend trip is a long time?
Alice,
For your quest,
I
your
cocked my
first
gun.
quest ever, it's not like a small deal.
thank you for checking in on us. We have just returned from our journey.
It was a success, to say the least.
It was eye-opening. We got more things to do now.
As someone
He's
once
looking
said,
at you, Estelle, for really hard.
I'm gonna step in front of Estelle so that he can't look at her. With
Estelle
my gun
just sort of
just
Cowers a
kinda
little
drawn.
bit behind Ellis.
I'm
And I-
literally in the doorway. I just kind of lean
There's
a little.
no
We
way.
all lean more.
You know,
Arktreon's like
No,
5
we
feet
are-
wide.
We
know,
are okay.
What was
Thank
it-
you for checking on us, and we're just going to close the Or if there's nothing else
Oh,
important.
there's one more thing. I don't exactly see Estel here, but if she is, Giovanna is looking for her.
I
So,
will
We'll pass it
relay the
along.
message.
okay,
She's in.
thank you.
I say with like a slightly deeper muffled voice. She's in the bathroom.
Right. Anyway, carry on. Just to remind you, it is a school day.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. You know, what was it that a good friend said once? Oh yeah, bippity boppity, get the fuck off my property. And I told him to bolt back.
It's like, well,
Estel.
oh, I lived with Skyfe in the woods
I
for
fire it.
about 15 years. It rolled a hit.
It's just like a scare. I just want to like shoot it right next to his head.
He doesn't flinch.
both of us don't flinch. We just kind of like look, like just I turn around, like
I'm right here.
My
Estelle-
non-ears.
Estella's haphazardly like trying to chug as fast as she can a small potion to put back her eyes and her ears. She's just like coughing menacingly.
Right.
Child, if you think this is the first time that
do it
I've
again.
had a gun pointed to my head, knowing that I lived with Skyfe in the woods for 15 years. Oh, kids are adorable. And he just
Aren't they?
bounce off.
I mean, Elis just kind of like is thinking to herself, "Now, I mean, like, an arrow you just snap and pull out. A bullet can ricochet and really fuck you up pretty good. So I don't know.
True.
I don't know
We
why
do
that's
use
even a
superior
comparison.
weapons.
You know, maybe next time I should just shoot him so he learns.
I'm gonna do. Would you mind if I just check and see if we actually are back home?
It's not a trick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are we?
It's
okay.
a trap.
Are we on
What-
the right
It's a trap. It's a
What are
trap.
you suspecting?
Well, we've been popping in and out of places that
Yeah,
are
you can't really
in
blame him for that.
different planes, and we also traveled from like
Yeah.
the swamp back all the way back here in a blink.
The only reason I'm asking is to so I know what role for you to make. Do you think that this is like a spell and you're in a thing, or do you think that possibly you're in just a different plane?
A different plane.
Okay, what was the check I had you make when you were in the swamp? Was it nature?
It was a nature check, yes.
Okay, you can go ahead and make a nature check.
I'll do a nature check. Daddy likes a nature check. Which is that one. 17.
Oh.
Yeah, everything you perceive the natural environment as being what you know.
That's the most cryptid answer.
I was trying to say in the right because he's not like
Sus, but all right.
he's not like sniffing. It's not like the air smells normal.
The air
a
smells
sense of
like cotton
things,
candy.
so-
This is
Yeah.
Ellis's
Your
workshop.
perception of the natural world does not. It does line up with what you have lived expecting the natural world to be.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems like we're home.
Oh,
So, do we go back to class? I don't think that's necessary or important.
Do you want
Do
to
we know
go
if there's an
back to
alchemist?
class, or do you want to be devoured by an minor hunger god?
Right. Yeah.
Just a thought. Maybe consider that.
Where's the where do we go next? Where's the next riff?
Hard to prioritize attendance.
I'm looking around to see if Daystrider dropped anything with us at the last moment on like a direction of
I
where to
forgot
go.
pox.
Estelle looks over. But what if we have a test? We can't just let our grades drop like that.
What's worse, getting expelled or dying?
Don't make me answer that.
You need
We'll
help.
prioritize for you. Just pats her hip.
I totally just meant to say that Day Strider tells you where the next place is.
Oh.
But we're not retconning that, so you'll figure it out.
All right,
Ooh,
great.
what about the battery? Where is the
Adaline?
thing that beeps?
Okay.
Will it direct us? Does it beep more if you point it one way or
Well,
another?
that's a lot of area to cover. You know what, Adaline? I take the battery. I can do this. Okay. And Elis kind of like makes her way back down to her workshop and starts to like kind of put together a machine where it's going to hopefully will flare up with planar disturbances on like a radar map.
Okay. Roll with your Tinker's tools.
Okay. And my Tinker's tools.
What kind of roll would that be? Just roll with proficiency?
Yeah, D20 with proficiency.
Okay.
That made me want tater tots.
Natural 20 plus 4.
Hey, let's go!
I need you all
Let's
to
rock and
know
roll.
I have been
Let's
passively
go!
rolling my dice for like 5 minutes, and I've gotten 3 natural 20s in a row right now. So
I was also doing that, and I rolled a nat 20, and then a 1, and then a nat 20, and then another 1, and I literally just sat there staring at my dice like, what are the odds I can do that one more time?
glitched in the matrix. I was ready to roll to hit Bonbon,
I rolled
but
a
it would've been
1.
natural 20.
7.
Get him out now.
Yeah. So with a nat 20 up to 24, I will say that you are able to construct this. It is going to take you time.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's probably going to take you the rest of the day
Mm-hmm.
to put this together.
And Elis does leave the door and the trap door open to the workshop if anybody was to follow her. They're kind of like a
Arktreon
quiet
being
invite.
curious. Yeah.
You might have to duck a little.
Yeah, Arktreon doesn't really pay attention to that, so he just goes, Kong, ow.
I will go to our teachers and recount the tale.
Estel tries to look haphazardly at one of the mirrors that is near Elis's workshop just to double check that her disguise is put back in place. I have to go check in with my professor. Do you guys need anything while I'm out?
Ask if there's an alchemist.
An alchemist?
Yes, I've been transmuted and would like to know more about my new form.
Estelle takes out a small pen and paper and just writes alchemist ? Adaline ?
I mean-
question mark.
You would know there is in the city.
Hmm.
He just
I'll
has a
try-
little shop.
I will go to the alchemist shop and I'll.
Well,
What
that's
do
all right.
exactly do I tell him?
I'll go. Would you like to come with me?
Okay.
Errands.
All right.
Let's get 'em.
Adaline and I are gonna run errands. Do you guys need anything in the town? Do you guys need us to buy anything?
Poppy, you need
Ellis,
a
do you
snack?
need anything?
I need a few
Come on,
like a few plates of either copper or brass should do. But Adaline, can you ask your mentor if anyone's started to go missing by any chance?
Yeah.
I think it's good that we keep
Poppy,
an eye
do you
on
need
that.
anything?
Couple of
Just-
snacks for Chester.
What kind of snacks does Chester want?
Dried meats.
Dried meat. And Arktreon, do you need anything?
Arktreon's head comes back from the little trap door area.
It's just a small thing of fluff that just poof, poof
Yeah.
from the
Go
trap
to the
door.
lunch lady. Tell her you need Arktreon's special snack, and she will know, and she will give it to you, and you bring it here.
Heard,
Thank you.
chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
And he pops back down.
Arktreon special. Okay, so we need copper and what was it? It was copper and something else. Oh, no.
Copper or brass will do.
Okay, so we need copper or brass.
Rubber as
We
well, though I don't know if
cop-
they carry that shit here.
Copper,
I can make
brass, rubber, snacks. and we need Arktreon special.
Oh, while you're at it, can you get like a pillow or a bed for Chester so he has some place to stay?
Okay. Bed.
Ooh, so inviting.
Bed for Chester.
We're trauma bonded.
I
now.
will look for a lizard bed.
Trauma body.
Just stares at Elis with tears in the one eye. Just
Don't. Okay. Don't look. At
You
it. I don't think
do
I'm ready for that.
care.
No. Okay. I've made a mistake. Forget.
just hugs Elis's leg.
Oh. Okay. That's like gently tries.
I'll
It's
find
like
Chester
resisting
the
the hand.
nicest bed.
Very much gently pushing Poppy away. Like this is a learning curve. This is a learning curve. It might be a little too soon
Learning.
for that.
So-
Okay,
Have a good one, bye.
Adaline, to the shopping.
All right,
To the
there is an
salon.
alchemist, and there also a pet store.
No.
If that's where-
Get him a little foam mattress. He deserves
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna.
Memory foam.
I'm thinking like the American Girl dolls from like the 1990s to early 2000s. Like I'm talking like a brass bed with like the little fluff and everything and a little cute blanket.
Where are you guys going first?
On the road. Poppy, are you with us?
Are you
Or
gonna hang
you
out
staying
with
behind?
Elis and Arktreon?
If Poppy wasn't directly invited, probably would have just stayed at the.
I offered to buy you a snack.
Yeah, so she probably would have just been like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna get snacks."
Then on to the alchemist, if that's all
To
right.
the alchemist.
Cool. So you guys head to the trades district. There's an alchemist there, and it's run by a half elf. His name is Al. Chemist.
Al the alchemist.
evening.
Al Chemist, the alchemist, is actually.
Oh.
Nice.
Low hanging
Ugh.
fruit.
It was fun, y'all. Have a good night.
Shops open.
Hello? Estelle
Oh.
just knocks.
Oh, hello. Hey, come in. Hey, what's up?
Woody.
Hey, hi. I'm Al. Welcome to Alchemist's Alchemy's. I don't have a good name for this place. I do alchemy stuff. What do you? Hello.
We're looking for some copper, some brass. Do you have rubber by any chance?
Yeah. I like my whole thing, honestly, is if you bring in stuff that's not the stuff you need to be, I can turn it into stuff that is you want.
Perfect. What can you tell me about this material? And I'll kind of just put my arm, lay it out on the table. I was transmuted on a recent adventure. And any insight you can give, I would be happy to accommodate.
Oh man, he lifts up your arm. Someone turned you into like wood
I'm sorry?
or stone. There's
Oh,
some stone.
I apologize. I was already a mechanical being. The stone is now inlaid with a strange material. You see, and I point out this flecks, the various flecks here and here. That's new.
As you're pointing it out, you notice that there are less specks on the surface level now.
And it's changing.
Oh. He grabs some tweezers and he takes one,
It tickles.
puts it under a
Oh,
microscope,
now-
and he
now
looks.
it hurts.
And while he's doing this, he just kind of points to the back of the store and goes, you girl, copper stuff that way. You can find it.
Okay.
I hold Poppy's hand.
Oh,
in
I
my
hope
other
that wasn't a mistake.
Estelle just immediately just walks in. And she just
he's
sees
looking
a
under a
hole.
microscope for a little bit.
I get nervous like
And
I'm at the
after-
doctor's and I'm holding Poppy's hand.
Aw.
After a minute, he like pulls a book out from underneath the desk and he puts it out and he flips through a bunch of pages, looks back in the microscope, flips through some more pages. Yeah, it's Terramite.
What can you tell me about Terramite?
Oh, well, it's not. It's rare. It's definitely it's rare material, but it's you find it in mines, and it's when you get a bunch of it together and you cool it, you can kind of like it's malleable. It's like it's like a clay, and then you can make it take shapes, and it's very good at like absorbing and holding like radiations of type like heat. It'll hold heat, it'll hold cold, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Would you, in your professional opinion, say that there was any new dangers I might need to be thinking about or looking out for as I get out my coin purse?
Can you get cancer?
I don't think so.
Then you're fine.
Thank you. And I'll give him 3 gold. And that should cost. That should also cover the.
I mean, he could get a virus.
Wow.
I held that. That's why it took so long for me to say that. I held that in.
Meanwhile, Estel just haphazardly pulls out a brass thing, and like a slew of other objects just land on her.
I look. I put down a 4th gold.
I found the brass,
Yes, you did.
and I think this is the rubber.
Does it feel like rubber?
Estel immediately snaps it, and she just it just like slingshots across. Yep, that's rubber, all right.
That's rubber.
And
Thank you, Al.
Copper.
Oh,
Do you
you're
think this
very
will be enough?
welcome.
Do you think this is enough copper for Elis?
Just like a spool of copper wire.
Yeah.
I think so.
Estelle
If
grabs
not,
a
we can always
second
come
one.
back.
Estelle grabs a second anyway because she doesn't want to make Elis do more work. I'm just gonna buy 2 of each.
This person is royalty. Puts down a 5th gold.
Oh, Estelle sees the money.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
I'm sorry. Estelle immediately goes for her own gold coin. Sorry, I'll pay. I'll pay.
Man, I was trying to. That wasn't supposed to be legit. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
No. Why are you sorry? You
Make an
shouldn't have-
insight check, Adaline.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Insight. Ah.
When you take
It's
your
fake
hand
gold.
out for drinks, but they didn't know you were buying.
Yeah. This man has just stopped speaking once you put like the 4th gold in his hand, and now you guys are
Okay.
fighting over a 5th. And he's just he's like his eyes are wide. And he's like very clearly trying to not say anything that would make you guys stop putting gold in his hand.
a true businessman.
Al, I hope you have a fantastic evening. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry. Estelle looks at the mess. I'm sorry for the mess that I caused. Estelle just does a quick little curtsy as an apology and just walks out the door.
You guys don't see this after you leave, but Al then goes to look at the price tags that are on the stuff just to make sure they still say silver.
The tipping industry is crazy these days.
Okay.
Robert,
Estelle then takes out one of her sacks and puts the stuff in there, and she just looks at the list. Okay, and we need to get a bed for Chester. It's got to be a nice bed. And Estelle looks over to Poppy. What would Chester really like? Does he like a soft, firm, or a medium lush finish?
Well, whenever we had our little spaces doing our travel, most of the time I would just give him the blanket to kind of like turn into a nest of some sort. So he definitely likes it on the soft side.
Okay, we'll get him a very fluffy bed. Do we know where the pet store is?
Yeah, you guys would know.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know exactly where the pet store is, you would know where it would be.
I would know where the pet store
The city is set up in very easily guesstimatable areas for specific types of things. So, yeah, you would know the pet store. There is one. It's called Percy's Paws and Claws.
Percy's Paws and Claws. Help! That's so funny.
That's adorable.
I've got a headcanon that Adaline would constantly be like standing in front of the pet store and being like, "Now it would be irresponsible to constantly take a puppy into the woods like this. My job's too dangerous."
Estel opens the shop door. Hello?
The bell rings when the door opens, and then just 1,000 different types of animal noises all happen at the same time.
Estelle immediately closes the door.
No, wait.
Is Chester good with other animals? Just, small question.
Yeah.
Okay. Estelle
they try to
immediately
fight, then he
opens the
wins.
door and immediately just another screams of other birds and animals.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Oh, that's the parrot.
Hi.
Nope. My name's Percy.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Percy.
Hi, Percy.
What's the nicest bed
Percy's
you
a
have?
halfling.
Aw.
We're happen to be looking for a bed for this little guy.
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
Right?
I have. That's this one. And literally skips.
Estelle just instinctively skips with her.
Just follows Estelle. Just
Oh, I'm in.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity.
Actually, I do think I would just get distracted and just kind of wander around and look at all.
It brings you to. She brings you to a wall and like just stands there, like fists on hips, triumphantly, and goes, "Buds, small buds, big buds, little top buds, buds."
Estelle
Beds.
looks around and just sees like so many different types. And as she looks, she sees, and I'm definitely going to reference fucking American Girl dolls for this. I can't believe I'm bringing this up. This is such an old memory of mine. There used to be for the Samantha American Girl doll, it was a small golden brass bed, colored gold, but still a brass bed. It's a brass bed, and it has like white covers with like little pink bows, with like a singular fluffy pillow, and it's got like it's got every frill you could possibly imagine. Estelle sees that and just points and goes, "How much is that one?"
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll just get it in. It is. And he points to the very easy to see price tag. It's 5 silver.
Test it out.
So let's test it out, because the best thing about a bed is you can try it. Estelle takes the bed down and puts it onto the counter. All right, Chester, give it a go.
Chester like crawls into it, does the pause thing,
Oh,
loops
is
5 times,
he giving it biscuits? Stop my heart.
and then he lays down with his chin on like the lip.
Oh.
Oh, the chest of biscuits.
Baby.
Is this approved?
Oh, we'll take it.
Just starts petting his head. It's like, all right, I think it's been decided.
Estelle takes out this. What was it? 7 or 5 silver?
5.
Estelle pulls out the 5 silver. Yeah, we'll take it. Estelle looks around the rest of the store. By any chance, are there also like outfits to dress Chester in?
Outfits.
Yeah.
Okay,
'cause
I thought
we
you said
gave him
ouch
a home.
pits. I was like,
No,
what the?
no,
There's
no,
an ouch
no,
pit.
No ouch pits
called
for
the
this
snake pit.
blizzard. Because sometimes pet stores have like the blue
Yeah.
areas where you can
Oh, they
dress up your
often
pet.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next to the harnesses.
I have to remember where I put it. Okay. And then she skips away.
Chester deserves more than a Hawaiian shirt.
I
want
want to
to
have your
know-
outfit
Suit
for-
of armor. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm not there. I'm looking at
She takes you
owls.
to
A suit of armor.
she takes you to a corner of the store that's all just like what is it called? Dioramas.
Mm.
And like different little mannequins for different small animals all wearing like JC Penney outfits.
Oh my god.
Estelle immediately is just like, finally.
And then
Estelle
there's an
just
outfit montage like
I
in the
was
movies.
just about to say that where he comes out and you guys are like,
Yes.
comes out in like a nice shining armor. You're like,
Yeah, it's a montage of like various outfits. Like we put Chester in like I want to say like a 5-year-old versions of like a princess outfit with like the little cone hat with the like we put him in that. We put him in like little adorable outfits of various kinds that we can think of under the sun. And we're just like giving thumbs up, mediums, like thumbs down. Chester's just posing the entire time.
Having a grand old time.
Meanwhile, as this is happening, Estelle just looks over. And do we have any armor meant for this little guy as well? Do we have anything that can fit him?
Or would that be a different shop?
She reaches up, pulls a chain on the roof, and the wall spins around. And it's just tiny armor and weapons.
Estelle
Poppy
is
pulls
just,
out her bag of money with like 5 gold, 10 gold, whatever it is. Just whatever this is can buy. Just whatever this can
Estelle immediately also takes out her small little purse and is just like, yes, let's do this. We're like pulling out a little chainmail.
Here's
You're
a
gonna-
sword.
we're
Here's
gonna
an
need a
axe.
shopping cart.
Here's a flail.
We need
Yeah.
Elis to invent shopping carts.
I don't think I need
Poppy-
to invent a glorified basket. I think they got
Poppy
that.
and Estelle are
Basket
just
with
like
wheels.
the 2 cat parents that are like totally, absolutely 100% dressing up their animal the entire time.
Checha's gonna bring peace. He needs to have a bunch of outfits and protection.
Yes. Agree, I agree.
May I interject a moment?
Of course.
Adaline is discovering something about himself.
Oh.
Adaline doesn't like the pet store.
Oh.
Adaline doesn't like that all these pets are being what's it called?
Contained.
Domesticated and put
Oh.
in little houses to live their sorry little lives. And he's
Oh.
looking at this owl he's found, and he's looking at the front door.
Oh.
He's looking at the owl,
Okay,
and he
got
starts
it.
looking around and starts like, "Can I make like a perception check?"
Estelle sees
What-
from the
oh.
corner of the doorway what Adaline is thinking about doing,
Mm.
and Estelle just immediately just goes, shopkeeper, hey, we're interested in these outfits, over here. Can we look over at these ones specifically?
Okay.
Oh, but the shopkeep's so cute. What have I done?
You're gonna
Estelle is
She
just
skips-
panicking.
the duality.
Yeah, Adaline, you can make a stealth check at advantage.
I haven't made a decision whether I'm going to do that. Can I
Okay.
just kind of stake out the vibe of the room, see if there's anyone else here, get some eyes around, or see how many eyes are around, kind of a thing? Because I'm a little
Sure.
low-key stealthy.
If you would like to look for any security, things that, I mean, cameras aren't there, but like whatever a camera would be, like any very obvious type security stuff, anybody else in the store, you can make a
Magical
perception check.
artifacts. That
Yeah, if you want to check for any hidden security, I would need an investigation.
This
Okay.
is turning into such a show.
Just off the cuff, that perception is 19, 10 plus 9.
Okay. Yeah, you guys were the only ones in the store. It is like a Tuesday afternoon, so like there wouldn't be. It's not abnormal right now for low business.
I've never wanted to detect magic more.
Can Poppy detect magic?
I will say, I always say this: if you are a race or a class that does use magic in any way, then an Arcana check you can make to sense ambient magic nearby.
Oh.
It's not going to be as good as detect magic. Like, you're not going to get that much, but you are going to know if magic is happening.
I do have detect magic.
I have Arcana. I can do that. I'm an elf. A half elf.
Well,
I'm an elf.
Adaline,
I'm an elf.
everybody can make Arcana checks. So,
Okay.
7.
Should I roll an Arcana check then?
16.
I would say that you could, but the two of you are currently distracting
Yeah.
Percy, not focusing on escape.
Okay. Estelle just sort of like bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye to Poppy to just be like, go over to Adaline. I will handle this.
With a 7 Arcana check, Adaline. Some of the creatures in this store are magical in nature.
Okay.
Iconic.
Poppy. You bounce over to me.
Yeah.
And Goblin.
What's up?
And Goblin. I say, they're all just kept here. They never get to just run. They never get to go out into the woods. They never get to go live dangerously. They never get to have any risk at all. They sleep and they eat. It's not right. You're druidic. Am I at all resonating with you on this?
I understand it. I definitely don't like some of this evolutionary process, but some of these guys can't be let out in the wild anymore. They're not the same as their wild counterparts, you know? They would die just being outside instead of being taken care of by somebody who really wants them.
I hadn't thought of that.
That is the most mature druid I've ever heard in my life.
That is correct.
That was such a
Adaline
beautiful
is pacing.
Estelle is just bamboozled, but like in a great way. Just being like,
I don't like it at all. I don't like this process at all. I'd rather how I have it with Chester. He's my friend. He's not my pet. He can do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to stay with me. He chooses to.
There's been a lot of eye contact. I hold a long eye contact with Chester for the first time. Just kind of like really just like, are you gonna say something? Because this would be a weird time to say something, but
Kind of like Andy staring at his toys, like, move.
He's just chilling.
meanwhile, Estelle's just like, and we'll take this one and this one.
I look to Poppy. Am I doing this?
And oh, maybe we'll take some of these as well. Estelle is just holding up a cute little pair of swim trunks. Estelle's just meanwhile internally panicking, just being like, hurry up and decide something, I swear to God.
As fast as I can, I'll cast Speak with Animals against my better judgment, because now I understand all the animals.
Oh no.
All the animals.
What are they saying? Is there like a
Pick
prison
me.
suffering vibe?
Pick me, love me, pick me.
Pick me.
Wow,
Oh, I
this game is
hate
bigger
it.
than my
Oh, I
last
hate
one.
it.
This is
Wait,
really
this
fun.
is terrible.
No.
Love me, pick me.
I want
It's
food.
exactly like the
Oh my
mine.
goodness.
Mine.
Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me,
Tune
love
in.
me,
I
Oh,
pick
I
try
had
me.
a
to
bath
tune-
yesterday and that was really
Fuck the
fun.
litter box.
I try to tune in on Owl.
I do not like my box.
Oh wow, I have a friend today. The other one got eaten by the fish.
What is death?
Those fish are looking fucking tasty.
I try to tune in on the owl. You like it here?
Hoot hoot. Beep beep.
Give us food. It's good.
This is your one chance for maybe like a totally different experience of life. In or out?
Have you ever heard the story of Scylla and Charybdis?
Nope. Put him to the side and I'm like, ground. I walk out to get away from all the noises. I yell goodbye in halfling to the halfling and I leave.
Estel looks over, breathes a small sigh of relief. You know what? After a second thought, we're gonna stick to these outfits here. Definitely the bed, and we'll take this set of armor right here. How much will that be in total?
Mountain of things.
2 gold?
Sold.
Okay.
Estelle puts down 2 gold, and can we have it wrapped up? I want to give it to him as a gift.
Okay.
He didn't see it.
Exactly.
Here's the little slaps, like
One of them is his tongue.
Yeah. Estelle looks over, like I say, like Whiplash turns over to Poppy like this and just goes, if we get a gift wrap, that means we can put all the ribbons on him later too. Extra outfits.
So smart.
I know.
I agree.
And then, all right, so we grab all the stuff. It's in cute little boxes and everything. And Estelle looks very triumphant in the shopping and then looks over to the group and says, and now we have to get the Arktreon special. I don't think I have the arms for that. Adaline, do you think you can get the Arktreon special?
I can do my best.
It's probably
Poppy
going to be a
hugs
lot
Adeline's leg. I'm just like,
speaking of
oh.
Arktreon.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. I know it's not a fun experience.
What
It definitely
exactly
took a lot.
happened back there?
It ain't that deep, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I lost it at. Have you ever heard the story of I walked? It's fine. Maybe I'll tell you one day. It was unnerving to say the least.
Is this going to be that I'll tell you when you're older?
Yeah.
Man, I always get left out of things. Estelle just kicks the dirt.
Poppy just gives a
Get
look to
over it.
Adeline. Like,
All right.
We
You
head
guys
to
have-
the lunch.
Yeah, we head
meeting.
to the.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are heading towards the lunchroom, and as you're about to like walk down the stairs into the cafeteria, Giovanna sees you, Estelle,
Oh,
and she waves and goes, "Estelle," and starts running over.
hi, Giovanna. She just runs right over because like an excited puppy.
Oh, hi. Sure. Okay. I'm glad I saw you. I wanted to bring you by, you know, the refuge area.
Estelle's
So-
smile just immediately starts to drop. I don't know how to help those people yet.
You don't need to know. I think they just need to see some hope. And you are their hope.
Estelle looks at the pile of stuff that she just got. Poppy, can you take these for a bit? I'm gonna go with Giovanna for a bit.
I got you, homie.
Make sure you hide it at the right time and leave it near Chester when they wake up.
Yes.
It's a
You didn't see
surprise.
anything.
Surprise.
Encouraging thumbs up to Estelle.
Estelle gives a quick nod and waves to the group by and follows Giovanna.
Holds Adeline's hand as we leave.
Yeah. As you guys
Split.
split up and start walking away, you don't get all the way down the stairs, and Estelle, you and Giovanna don't even get that far away from the stairs to the Colosseum, and you all hear a struggle and Skyfe's voice yelling, "Joe, I got another one." And Estelle, you're outside. You can turn and see coming out of the wood line with presumably another person who was lost and appeared in the woods. But usually Skyfe is either just leading them and they are following behind, or he's carrying them. This time he's just dragging this man.
Oh.
Just, I mean, hand on back of collar, dragging him on his ass through the woods. And the human man is screaming, angry.
No.
And you hear the words, "Get your damn dirty elf hands off me." And Skyfe goes, "Okay," and throws him at the feet of Giovanna.
Estelle's face just sort of drains of all color.
You recognize this man.
I bet I do.
Uh-oh.
This is Estel Cessaria. He's your uncle.
Oh my god, the Tour de Uncles.
Estelle just takes a deep breath. Uncle? Is that you?
Oh, thank God someone with some sense is nearby. Can you tell these stupid fucking elves to get away from me? Skyfe grabs a quarterstaff and just behind him gives it a couple.
Not the golf swings.
Estelle looks over to I'm so sorry, what is his name one more time?
Esteban.
No, not Esteban. The
Skyfe?
man who Skyfe. There was a. Estelle looks to Skyfe really apologetically and just does a quick bow. I'm so sorry for my uncle's behavior. Please accept my apology on my
Don't
behalf.
care.
Estelle just looks really pained. Okay.
Joe kneels down to check this man once over, checking for injuries or anything, and completely ignores him, looks up at Skyfe, says, "Is he hurt?" Skyfe says, "He's gonna be."
Uncle, how did you get here?
I don't know. I was just walking. I walked out the door. Sunlam in the woods. Now I'm here. That stupid fucking man came out of nowhere, picked me up, and dragged me through the woods.
Estelle, under her breath, just goes, "Why do I assume that did not happen?" Uncle, how is everyone at home? How long has it been?
I just got here.
Uncle, did you even know I was gone?
Yeah, you go into you disappear. You walk. You do you books. You have book. You go off and read. It hasn't been that long.
You didn't check, did you?
What are you doing right now?
You
At this
didn't
point,
check, did you?
I got my own stuff I'm worried about. Okay? Look, there's other things going on. I can't always spend time checking on all my nieces and my nephews.
Does Dad
You got
know
your
I'm
dad.
gone?
He's around.
Is he? Does he know I'm gone?
I mentioned it. At this point, Joe reaches down to do lay on hands. And as soon as he touches him, he smacks her hand away and says, "I told you, don't fucking touch me with your dirty elf hands." And then Skype walks up and takes a fucking golf swing at his knees.
Oh.
Adaline and Poppy, you guys hear a crunch and a scream.
Oh crap.
And that is where we are ending for today.
Oh my god. That kneecap just goes bzzz around his leg.
It's like
Deserved.
a screw.
Deserved.
Beautiful, beautiful. Symphony.
It's beautiful.
This whole episode has been
Corkscrews and loop-de-loops.
Thank
We
you
went
guys so
from
much for
shopping for
watching.
American
I
Girl
hope you
talk.
enjoyed today's episode of So You Think You Can Take a Bat to the Knee. I had fun writing it, and by writing it, I mean barely writing anything and doing all of my Muppet voices. It was a great time for me. Always got to end on a high note. Who needs two kneecaps anyway? We got more stuff happening next week, but before we get there, let's check in with our players. Actually, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna go through and we'll end on Feff. So my name is Ben Brainard. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me out on the internet. If you want to follow along with some of the powers and abilities that are in the show, the season that you are watching, you can check that out on my website. It's called the Fall of Hightower Beta. And you can get all of this stuff. There's a new subclass for every single class in the game that focus on using hit dice to power abilities. It's a ton of fun. I enjoyed writing it, and I hope you enjoyed playing it. This episode was good. It took 5 episodes, but I finally did something serious for once in my life. So, you know, we're getting into it. We're getting into the nitty and the gritty. And we're gonna check in with our players before we do. Let's start with you, Estel.
Hi, I'm Estrella. I go by QueenAstraea on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube now as well. I specialize in talking about history and really fun subjects, and also being like a discount Jim Carrey in a ball gown. You will never not be bored. Otherwise, for Estel right now, Estel is just devastated. I think that's just probably the best term. She is just simply devastated. She doesn't even know how much time has passed. And to know her uncle is there right in front of her, half standing at this rate, basically informing her that no one has even cared that she was gone is probably more than enough trauma for the next 20 years. Otherwise, she's really happy she gave Chester a whole bunch of cute outfits. And she's happy that she got to be herself finally in front of her group, and she does have a chosen family, and she is happy she has them. And I will pass it over to Poppy. Or
Hello.
Lex, really.
Same shit, practically.
Listen.
Hello, I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex. I do art, TTRPG, streaming, and VTubing. This art around you, I did that. Hire me to draw your little guys. I will love and care for them. I will feed them before I give them back to you. They're really cute. I do VTubing. I made it all myself. Someone who drew, rigged, and did all that. It did it all in like a month. I don't recommend that. There's a reason that they tell you it's like a 6-month minimum to get that shit. I did it in 1. Don't do that. But yeah, Poppy has very mixed feelings right now because of course they're ecstatic that somebody has as much love in their heart for Chester as she does, seeing how Adaline and Estel are doing so much for Chester. And seeing that moment that Poppy has definitely had a long time ago of seeing these essentially trapped creatures and thinking, I need to do something about this. And then realizing, probably from personal experience on Poppy's end, that it's sadly the better option. So knowing that Adaline is kind of going through that first bit that Poppy has learned and accepted over the years, it's a very bitter pill in her throat right now. Just damn. I'm sorry, hon. And then hearing some guy's knee get crashed. Poppy's like, let's fucking check that shit out.
Didn't favor his kneecaps.
Breaking them. Send it over to Aiden.
Hello, everybody. I am Aiden, formerly known as Shay Aiden. You can catch me as Shay Aiden on literally everything. The only other really exciting thing I got going on is I got married, and that's always a bonus. Arktreon is currently with Elis. He's never been in the laboratory, so he's very curious as a cat. And
no, don't
you know when
touch,
like you know the cartoons.
The
You know, in cartoons, when somebody's like behind a bunch of like beakers and vials, their face is like changing as they're like going through. That's exactly where Arktreon is right now. He doesn't know anything about science or algebra
Support.
or anything, just like you boy. So he's just checking everything out for the first time. He's just exploring this and keeping a watchful eye over Elis for a reason. But yeah, that's it. I will throw it over to Kiki.
Hi, I am Kiki. You can find me all over the internet at KikiDoesStuff or KikiDoesStuff right here on Twitch. You can find me this weekend at Florida SuperCon in Miami. Or next Friday, you can find me on my Twitch channel for the last of our charity streams for Project Rebirth and see how all of the actions of previous sessions come together and see if the last group makes it out. And then after that, you can find me in Indiana at Gen Con and or around Gen Con. And eventually after that, you'll find me at Creator Fest. But other than that, Elis right now is trying to cope and is not a therapist, but is starting to find herself being able to take those baby steps and start leaning on other people, and letting other people in. And it's not a feeling that she's used to, and it's not one that she's ever really had before. Like, everyone around is being so comforting and accepting, and she's sitting here like, I fucked up so bad, and why are you okay with that? Because she herself is very much not okay with it, but is trying to learn that in failure there is a key to success. So it's a process. She's working it out in little steps, and just kind of have to figure out the next step of how to say sorry to those
It
that
starts with
Sorry.
to those
Yes!
that you fucking
That's your
hurt along the way. And also just occasionally like watching over Arktreon, like fighting, how's that she's terrible with small talk. She doesn't have it for a reason. But other than that, I will go ahead and pass it over to our illustrious main GM, Sir Feffers.
Hello, we will be raiding in just a second. We're going to be raiding the Dummies. They're doing a really fun campaign over there. It's been bonkers to watch. I'm Sir Feffers, the Dungeon Master of the Long Shot Table.
Feff, you're a little quiet.
With your chest.
With your chest, Feff.
I'm
Beautiful.
one of the DMs for the Long Shot Table, and we got some crazy stuff coming up with Gen Con. Ben is going to be on both panels I am running, and Kiki is actually going to be in the game that we'll be running. We don't have a room yet, and therefore a listing on the game yet, but we do have the DM panel figured out, and you're able to go get tickets. Really excited. It's going to be dope. Looking forward to getting back in my house. I miss my tower. My tower setup. I miss having two monitors. There is a phenomenal YouTube channel called Longshot where you can catch up on all this stuff that just hit partner. And if you would like to join our community, we have bingo, and it's phenomenal. That's all I got for tonight. Adaline. Adaline, I can't even process everything Adaline's been through tonight. I can't even process all of it. Honestly, the owl pet store is my favorite bit so far. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it. But I wish you all a very good night, friendos. Everyone say goodbye obnoxiously for me.
Oh
Bye,
boy.
obnoxiously.
Glorious.
Bye.
Glorious. Have a good night.
Bye bye.